actually see. Hello, just waiting for a few more people. Apparently, I need to talk about something that I talked about this morning that's being misunderstood. I'm here, I'm just sharing it out. That's all. Then I'll get into it. Then I'll get off because I'm probably going to lose this account by the end of the day. Just fine. I got a 3.0 for tomorrow. Welcome in, guys. Good afternoon. Thank you for the apps. I appreciate you guys. Apparently, I need to speak about something that I'm being accused of. Go figure. Because I'm not. I'm not going to twist. You're not going to twist the narrative. Whoever's bipping in somebody's ear, I'm not going to have somebody twist the narrative about what was said in my live, what I said, and make it look out to be something else. Not going to happen. It is not going to happen, period. End of story. It's just not. Hi, Mama G. Hey, Court. I wish I could have boxes. I can't still because you gotta go live so many times. But I'm gonna clear this up real quick. Real quick. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you for the heart me. This morning I went live, right? Have I always claimed to be neutral ground? Yes, I have. Am I neutral ground no more? Hell to fucking no. You want to know why? Because I'm being attacked is why. Why should I give anybody grace about being neutral ground when I'm being attacked all the freaking time? All day long. If I want to talk about the things that I want to talk about, I can. I have that right. And this morning, don't anybody go to anybody else and say, well, in the live this morning, Rainbow, no. In the live this morning, people were talking about G possibly moving. And if you want to pull my live and say what I said, you most certainly can. I said she should move. That way nobody would know where she was. Nobody could send people to her home. Nobody could do all those things. That is what I said. That is exactly what I said. I do not like her. I restream her lives. I replay her lives and provide commentary. But just because I do does not mean that I support the things that people do to her. I did not tell anybody in my live this morning anything about doxing her. Period. I don't think anybody on this human earth deserves to be doxxed on the internet. I don't care if it's me. I don't care if it's you. I don't care if it's the person down the street that I can't stand. Nobody deserves that. And I specifically said that in my live this morning. I said she should move and not tell anybody. I specifically said that she shouldn't tell nobody. Nobody can find you to call the police department. Nobody can find you to send you court papers. Nobody can find you to call DCFS. If you don't tell nobody, nobody can find you. That is what I said. You can't come on to the internet and tell people that I was encouraging doxing. No frickin' way. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're my best friend, or I don't care if you're my enemy. Doxing is not okay, and I did not support it this morning, nor did I encourage anybody to do it. So whoever's running around planting things in other people's ears saying I said that needs to be corrected. Nobody on this planet deserves to be doxxed. Nobody on this planet deserves to have their address leaked. I said she should, because nobody would know where she was. And then I also said she doesn't deserve that grace from me, but I'm going to give it to her because nobody deserves it. That's what I said. I was neutral ground until people started stepping all over me. You gonna defend her? You gonna defend her when she uses every copyright strike that has gone ahead and countered, and she gets their addresses? Are you gonna defend her when she starts doing shit with people's addresses? Are you gonna defend her then? I never said to anybody, and I never said this morning, anything about doxing her address. I told her to move so nobody could dox her address, and I don't even like her. Just because I don't like somebody, I can be neutral ground and not like somebody. I can be neutral ground and not care for somebody on the internet. I'm not neutral ground anymore. Not after what y'all been doing to me. No way. I started speaking my mind, what I wanted to talk about, not what others wanted me to talk about. I started talking about what I wanted to talk about. And look what happened. Whew. I've been in lives, I've been in boxes, all this other stuff. Was never bothered until I started talking about what I told them to start talking about. And then before you know it, I'm getting copyright struck all over the place. I got so many copyright strikes, I got them coming out my ass and out my mouth. I took heat for being in chats that people deemed I shouldn't have been in. I had to sit in silence and watch and not say a word, because if I did, I was going to get ostracized and I was going to get put down and I was going to get plastered all over the place. I'm done making and doing things to make other people happy. This is my content. This is my page. That is my YouTube channel. And I could talk about whoever I want to talk about as long as I'm providing commentary. But But there are rules that I won't cross as a creator, and that is doxing. Don't tell me I was telling people to dox her. She doxed herself. I told her to move so nobody could, and I don't even like her. I'm neutral ground as long as I conform to people and what they want me to say, or what they don't want me to put out, or what they don't want me to talk about. But as soon as I talk about what I want to talk about, then it's a problem. I did not encourage anybody to dox her either. I said she should move so nobody could dox her. So nobody would know where to send the police. So nobody would know where to send her court papers. So no one would know where to send DCFS. That's what I said. And for somebody who doesn't like her to say that, that says a lot, don't it? Because I don't care if you're my best friend or you're my enemy. Nobody deserves to be doxxed on the internet. Period. That's what I said. So whoever's going around and chirping little words in other people's ears, make sure you chirp the right ones. Because that's the problem here, is that you take clips and you take things and you twist it and you turn it to fit it to your narrative. Nobody on this page or in my life that is speaking so others can hear has said anything about doxing anybody, body shaming anybody, nothing. I provide commentary on replays that I watch on the internet that Gabrielle Jacobson put out herself for everybody to watch. Just like anybody else does. That's what I want to do. I stopped becoming neutral ground when I started becoming the topic of all kinds of shit that didn't need to be talked about. Why should I give everybody else grace when it wasn't given to me? It wasn't given to me. Even when I asked for it, it wasn't given to me. If you don't like what I talk about, if you don't like what I say, you can just leave. But I don't encourage people, nor do I tell people, nor do I do illegal things over here. I don't call CPS. I don't call the police department. I don't drive by her house. I don't send things to her home. I talk about the things that she puts on the internet herself. This real life bullshit that's been going on is 100% ridiculous. It's the fucking internet. TMZ can make a whole goddamn broadcast doing nothing but taking people's clips that actually have copyrights and talk shit, smack, whatever, and get paid to do it. Get paid to talk about the things that they see and is recorded. I don't show up at nobody's door. I don't call nobody. But no, you're not going to come on the interwebs and take my live and go ahead and make snippets and twist it and turn it to fit a bully narrative. I never told anybody nor encouraged anybody to dox her. I said she should move so nobody would know where she was at. That's what I said. She gone done sat there in front of her house, standing right underneath her house number. Who gave that information out? How does somebody even know how to send her stuff in the mail or leave stuff at her door, or to call CPS or DCFS or the police? How do people even know that if she didn't bring it to the internet? They don't get that information from me. You're going to post a picture of what you look like after you just gotten out of the dentist chair looking a hot-ass mess express. But God forbid, nobody better show it on the internet and talk about it, because if you do, you're going to get hit with a copyright strike because it's not being nice. There's people in my chat, because now my chat's being recorded. If there's people in my chat saying things or agreeing or some of the stuff, I just ignore. If you don't like what I'm saying, I ignore it. I don't give it the attention that you think that it needs to be deserved. I'm not going to repeat it, what somebody said in the chat, for everybody to hear. Exactly. You don't want people to know where you are. Don't send them a signed copy of your book with your address on it. There are people who are actually doing these things to her. Why aren't those people being held responsible for the things that are really happening to her in real life? She's got mods who come in here and tell all. And when I say tell all, tell everything. Addresses, phone numbers, email addresses. Why aren't those people being held responsible for the things, but people who talk about it, don't disclose it, but talk about it? Why are they the ones that are getting the strikes? Why are they the ones getting gone after? Pisses me off. Don't put words into my mouth. I didn't have to say that. I didn't have to say move somewhere so they don't know where you are. But that turns into you were encouraging people. No, I didn't do that. I didn't encourage nobody to dox her. She's the one who went and told everybody where her mom was moving. She did. Not me. Not Joe Schmo. Not Sally Sue. She did. And I said, move somewhere where nobody knows where you are and don't tell anybody. And now I'm the bad guy. Thank you. Now I'm the bad guy. It's funny, I didn't get not a strike, nothing. Got nothing when I didn't say a word. When I just sat around in different chats and listened to this one, listened to that one, listened here, listened there, provided information, provided lives for you guys to record, replay, do whatever. But the minute I started speaking my mind and giving commentary on a replay that she put out there because it's Gabrielle Jacobson, now all of a sudden I get struck. That's another thing that I'm saying it because I'm reading the chat because I agree. She has been given good advice. She has been talked to by many people. She doesn't take the advice. And I made a goal for myself. From 10 to noon was going to be the only time that any of this shit was going to be talked about, that I was going to go live, that I was going to do my replays. And here we are at 2:15 a.m. and I'm crashing out. I just don't like to be accused of something I didn't do. Period. End of story, and I'll defend myself. Yeah, sorry, it is 2:15. I can't say what I want and do what I want and get away with it. I'm getting struck up my rear end. So, unfortunately, while some of the things that's AI, I can understand, it doesn't explain why it took me to start talking about Gabrielle Jacobson before I started getting struck on my account. Because I didn't get struck before that, and I had been in boxes, in chats. I had a whole ass channel. Now it's on frickin' lockdown. I can't even use it. And now that it's on whole ass lockdown and I can't use it, and I got on my platform and decided to discuss it, it's all of a sudden a problem. Get the fuck out of here. So now it's 2:15 on a Tuesday and I'm crashing out. I don't live in Delulu land, I live in reality, and the reality is that this is stupid. It's stupid and it's out of control. And it's ridiculous. And it's high schoolish. And it's childish. You can sit on the internet and have an opinion about somebody and talk about it without being copyright struck. Period. You do it. They do it. She does it. He does it. But all of a sudden it's a problem because I did it. Because I'm supposed to be common ground. I stopped being common ground when people started attacking me. And you can come in here with your little names and your little pictures that don't show nothing or don't even show your face or none of that shit. And you don't have the right to talk to me about mine. Nobody should be doxxed. Period. Nobody should be going real life. Nobody should be sending things to her home. Nobody should be calling the police. But we can talk about what she puts out on the internet on live. Yes, we can. She put it out there. She did. If you're doing those things, if you're sending things to her home, if you're showing up over there, if you're stalking the hell out of her, you shouldn't be. And I even said this morning, you shouldn't be going into real estate nothing and checking out anything. I didn't encourage it. I actually shut it down. I said you shouldn't be on no realtor website looking up anything. It's the internet. I most certainly did say that this morning. I said you shouldn't be doing those things. You shouldn't be digging on dating profiles and making up profiles because you think it's funny. You shouldn't be doing it. No, you shouldn't. But I could sit here and talk about a picture she posted on the internet of her sitting there with her gauze hanging out of her mouth bloody because she put it out there. I can certainly, yes. I'm talking to anybody who all of a sudden has a problem with it. Restraining orders. Restraining orders aren't meant for people who talk shit on the internet. Restraining orders are meant for men and women and children who need protected from another human being physically. And while you're sitting in a courtroom bitching about, well, she said this about me on the internet, you're taking away from some woman who's sitting in the hallway with a black eye that needs to be safe. This real life RO, copyright, sending stuff, doing it, it's all too much. It's all too much. And not everybody is grouped into the same category. It's always they did it. Who? It's not everybody. And I don't encourage that stuff, nor do I promote it, nor do I do it. So it's not everybody. There are some weird ass people on this internet. Yeah, exactly. Who is they? Who is they? Because the theys aren't being taken care of. The people who are doing those kind of things aren't getting arrested. They're not getting talked to. They're not getting prosecuted. Nobody goes after those people. Why aren't you going after the people that are doing stuff to you in real life, that are threatening you, that are sending messages? And I'm sorry if you don't like it that I said, how do you want me to believe you when I know you sent stuff to yourself? Because she did. Thank you, Court. She did send messages to herself that were disgusting. And she was dumb and went live on that account. It was a oops. Oops. So how is anybody supposed to believe anything she says? I'm sure there are people threatening her. Take care of it. Take care of those people. Take care of the people that when you walk outside your door are watching you. Take care of the people who are taking pictures of you out in the wild. Those are the people you need to worry about. Those are the people that are doing illegal things. Those are the people that are threatening, that are being threatening to you. Just because somebody is talking about you and doesn't agree with you and doesn't believe you doesn't make them a bad person. There should be no reason nobody has her phone number. And if you have it, don't use it. Why? If you have her phone number and you're using it to send text messages, you're a dumbass. You are 100% a dumbass. If you're sending things to her home, you're a dumbass. Things can be traced back. People use credit cards. You have to have an account. If you're doing those things, you're a dumbass. But why are the people that are doing those things, why aren't they the people that are being gone after? Why? Why aren't those people being held accountable and consequences? Why? And because I'm the bad guy because I asked? Get the fuck out of here. By the way, not only am I crashing out, I'm burning down 2.0, so tomorrow I won't be going live on 2.0, probably 3.0. I got an account for every day this week. It just ticks me off. It ticks me off. Why aren't the people that are actually doing something to you being taken care of? If there are people at your door, why isn't being taken care of? There's people sending you things to your home. Why aren't they being taken care of? If you're getting death threats on your phone, why isn't it being taken care of? But you're worried about me replaying your live and talking shit on the internet about how I think you're lying? Because you are. I loved when I had the one day I had someone arguing with me that sometimes doctors and pharmacists misspell medication names. No, they don't. No, they most certainly do not. And do you know why she goes after the people that are talking on the internet about the things she puts out there, Mikey? Do you want to know why she strikes those people and are making them being accountable? Because she wants the drama and the attention that's going to come from it. I mean, are you blind? Did you not see the text messages of the nasty, vile things that she said about herself and her son, that she said somebody sent her? And did you see her go live on the account that sent them? How do you expect people not to talk about that? How do you expect people not to believe the things that she says when that happened? Let's talk about the court case that she went to. She told everybody that she was so upset Bean had to drive her home. But when it came to a story that she wanted to spin on the internet, she turned it into she drove over that bridge and thought about driving off of it. What happened to Bean driving you home because you were so upset? But then when people say something about that, they're bullying her. No, they're asking you why. Why did you tell us that this happened and now you said the opposite, something totally different happened, and because somebody called you out and asked you why, then they're the problem and they're the ones that are being bullies because we asked a question? Because we asked a question. These are Pete's. If you are going real life, you're the problem. You're the problem. But don't categorize everybody into that category because there are some of us who don't go real life. We talk about the things that she talks about on the internet. Homegirl dropped a whole goddamn pot pie top on the ground and stuck it on her food that she was going to feed her family covered in dog hair. But because I said it was gross and I laughed about it, I'm a bully. It had dog hair on it, girlfriend. It had dirt. I will never eat at another person's house again. Absolutely not. I'm even debating whether to eat at a restaurant or get something fast food. Hell no. Hell to the no. To the no, no, no. That shit was funny. That shit was funny as hell. I actually laughed. I laughed at it. Or let's talk about dry socket gate that happened 2 years ago plus whatever. She puts out a video about having the dry socket. We talk about it. We laugh about it. Oh my goodness. I do it. And I'm a bully. Somebody else does it, it's funny and satire and nothing is done. Make it make sense. Oh, you know it's coming. You know it's coming. I just burned 2.0 to the ground with a freaking crash out. Because it pisses me off. AI this, AI that. No, it says Gabrielle Jacobson on the strike. It says Gabrielle Jacobson on the strike. If you don't want people to talk about what you looked like after your dental procedure, why the hell would you post a picture for everybody to see? Because you wanted the attention. But if it's not the attention that you want, you're going to go strike the hell out of anybody who shows that picture. Strike them all. They talk about it, strike them all. Unless I came onto the internet and put that picture up and said, guys, look how much pain she looks like she's in. It's so terrible. It's awful. She looks miserable. I bet you I wouldn't get a strike. But if I put that picture up on the screen and say, you know what? We are in this spot right now because you chose not to use proper hygiene on your mouth. And here is where we are. If I say that, then hell, God forbid, strike me down, get me the strikes, all of them. Give me a break. So stupid. That's right, Court, you don't. Court just tells it like it is. Here's the thing, Patriot Mama. If you went online just because you talked negatively about her before, she don't care if you kissed her ass. She's still gonna strike the hell out of you. If you don't coddle her, if you don't agree with what she says, if you don't put a rose on it with a smiley face and a piece of chocolate Snickers on it, you're being a bully. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Stop tying everybody into the same category. Not all of us go real life, ma'am. Just because we talk about the shit that you put out on the internet doesn't mean we're going real life. There are people that are. Why aren't you handling it? Why haven't you handled it? Because I'll tell you what, if there were two strangers showing up at my door in the middle of the night multiple times, my ass would be at that police station every day till they figured it out. And I'm just crashing out. Why aren't you holding people responsible that followed you around and took pictures of you? Videos. Why aren't you holding those people responsible? Why aren't you holding those people responsible? G. Gabrielle Jacobson. Why aren't you holding the people responsible that showed up at your job? Why aren't you holding the girl responsible that took a video of you while you were on vacation with your family? You showed everybody the video. You talked about how you were being stalked. But the minute somebody told you who it was, we never heard another word about it. Why isn't that person being held responsible? Why aren't you holding the people responsible that are calling your child school? Why are the people that are in your real life that are doing things to you, why aren't you holding them accountable for the things that they are doing that is causing harm to your family? Why aren't you holding yourself responsible for texting yourself such vile things and then turning around and going on the internet on the same ass account live? Why are those people not being held responsible? No, only the people that talk shit on the internet are. Only the people that'll speak what you're doing, what you're showing us, and want to talk about it because they didn't put a bow on it with a Snickers bar. It ain't good enough to get a good pass. Make it make sense to me. And why is it so hard for people not to see that? Listen, I don't think I'll ever eat a Snickers again either. Nor will I ever eat a pot pie. Nor will I ever eat out at anybody's house. And I'm really debating getting fast food anymore. I never laughed so hard in my entire life when she slapped that top right back on it. Christmas, Thanksgiving, 4th of July has all been changed for me. That's funny. That's ha-ha. That's not bullying. Stop posting your my chart online, girl, if you don't want people to talk about it. Why are you? If you're worried about people going around your home and doing things in your real life, why are you giving tours of your entire establishment? That is what people point out because they watch your lives. But if you don't talk about it with a red bow and a Snickers, you're gonna get copyright struck straight up your ass. Girl, penicillin was spelled wrong. Do you know? I know. I worked in a pharmacy. I managed a whole ass drugstore for 8 years. When you work in a pharmacy and you get a prescription for penicillin that is called in by a doctor because you called the doctor on a Friday when they weren't open, but somebody miraculously answered the phone and took screenshots of your mouth via email and decided that you had an abscess that needed attention and needed some penicillin. So the doctor went ahead and called a prescription into your local Wally World for you to pick up and fill. When that prescription comes across my desk at the Wally World that just got called in, all I do is go into the computer with a drop-down menu after hitting the word P, and I click on it, and I print the label out. It's not misspelled, girlfriend. Crazy B, in all honesty, I can't honestly say. The only thing I can tell you that got checked twice before it was filled, if it was a narcotic. Or if it was like a like a benzo or something like that, then yes, it needs to be recounted and initialed. Those are the only two I ever personally did. And counted. You're exactly right. Because normally, even if it is when it's a controlled substance and it needs to be initialed, it is done because usually it's the pharmacy tech that fills it, and the actual pharmacist has to initial it to make sure that they physically counted it, because they're responsible for that medication leaving the pharmacy and going into the customer's hands. Like, girl, if penicillin is spelled wrong on your bottle, you better sue the hell out of Walmart. Sue the hell out of Walmart, because you ain't getting no penicillin in that bottle. I don't know what the hell you got. But it wasn't penicillin. They spelled it wrong. Sue the hell out of Walmart, because they're in your real life doing you wrong. Let her sue Walmart. She won't. Because it didn't happen. And for his, like, I really would like, can we sit down, Gabrielle Jacobson? Can we sit down together on a live? Can we sit down and go over your ChatGPT history together? Because I think it would be hysterical. I'll show you mine. I'll show you mine. And because I'll say something like, girl, printers in there are working overtime. I'm a bully. No, I'm using satire. Your printers are working overtime. They're misspelling shit. But my question is, why aren't the people in your real life that are doing things to your home inside physically, why aren't they being held responsible? Why are you going after people that talk shit on the internet? Thank you. Why? Because I can guarantee you, I can log off here and I'm not Googling the location or pinpointing where she might be going next, or where the local PetSmart is, or how many miles from my house it is to Dunkin' Donuts. I'm not doing those things. That's not what I do. There are people that are. Why aren't you holding them responsible? I got another question, another example that really bothers me. It's always bothered me, and I've talked about it before, and I'll talk about it again. ChatGPT, okay? On your GoFundMe, I want to have it ready for tomorrow's live. On your GoFundMe, you use this example, the ball sack hanging out of your mouth picture from ChatGPT that somebody put somewhere in the universe, and you got a hold of it, okay? And you put it in your camera roll as evidence of you being bullied. Okay? Alright. So we're all on the same page. Okay? Why, when you screenshotted that example of bullying, why on the bottom of your screenshot where your camera roll is, are there multiple edits of that actual picture before the final product? Why is that? Why did that happen? How did that happen? You wonder why people don't believe you. Why did you find a picture of somebody bullying you on the internet, putting a ball sack in your mouth, and you screenshotted it, then you put it up on your GoFundMe, you put it on your shorts on your YouTube page, but in the camera roll screenshot that you posted, there are multiple edits of that exact photo before the final product, which you put out on the internet, came on it. How did that happen? How did it go from there were no words on the door to there were the words on the door to then you had the screenshot? Did you hack into somebody's chat GPT? Did you get all the multi-edits for your evidence? This is what I'm talking about. This is why people question you. That photo that you posted online for everybody to see in your GoFundMe, and it's in your shorts right now. You posted it saying that somebody was bullying you, but in fact, there are multiple edits of that photo on your camera roll. It's in the screenshot that you provided. That is why people question you. You showed a medication bottle that is misspelled. People questioned you. That's not bullying. People are asking why. Why? I'm telling you, sue Walmart. You don't know if you're taking penicillin. It's not spelled right. Listen, go over to her shorts. And you'll see her, she's just getting started with all the evidence of her bullying. Which there are people who are. Don't categorize us all. But the one main thing she talked about for a real long time, it's in her shorts now and it was on her GoFundMe, is the picture of her that is overinflated. It shows her in a negative way. It shows her overweight. And it shows a picture of somebody who she's making us believe that someone was bullying her, making fun of her, putting a ball sack into her mouth. I'll show it tomorrow on my live. I will get it ready. Right? So she shows this picture, and we're supposed to be like, oh my God, somebody did that to her, right? It's horrible. Why would you make an AI picture like that and post it about her on the internet? Right? Oh my goodness. But when you screenshotted it and posted it to the internet for us to see how much you were getting bullied off of that picture, you forgot to crop out the part where you were showing where the multiple edits are in your camera roll of that final product picture. This is why people have questions. This is why people go online and talk about it. Mikey, go grab that picture before she takes it down. I don't know if I saved it. That is why people talk. That's just an example. And it's a real shitty example. But, I mean, I get it. It's over on her YouTube shorts. It's the same thing she posted on her GoFundMe when she was showing her evidence of her being bullied. If you're going to show a picture like that, make sure that you don't have all the edits of that picture in your screenshot, girl. go online and tell everybody in America how your floors, you can't keep them clean. The dog hair she sheds, it's everywhere. And on a live cooking show, you drop the whole top of the pot pie on the floor, right? It was embarrassing. It was funny. You even laughed, right? You knew people were going to talk about you sticking it back up there and saying, well, it's just for my family, it's okay. Girl, you want to come over for dinner? I'll go ahead and make you something and drop it on my floor. Whether I just mopped or I didn't, you ain't eating it. You did it so people would talk about it, but then when they talk about it, they get a copyright strike. Why? Why? If you don't want people talking about you, why are you showing discharge as it's being clinged between your fingers and you're moving them up and down for everybody to see? If you didn't want people to talk about it, why did you do it? You take things that you know people are going to talk about and you expose them online, and then when people talk about them, you have a fit and say you're being bullied. I can tell you in my 48 years, I have never stuck my fingers up my crotch and showed everybody my discharge for everybody online to look at. And if I did, somebody better be telling me to get it off the internet. You want to screenshot that shit and send it to your mom because you got questions. I get it. But you don't put it out on the internet for thousands of people to look at and then get mad because somebody said something. It blows my mind. Oh my gosh, thank you. That's beautiful. That was cute. I liked it. Thank you, Sassy. And I mean, more power to you. If that's the kind of content that you have, and that's the kind of content that you want to put out, thank you for the heart me. You cannot be upset with somebody because they talk about it. That's just like President Trump all over my For You page. All I'm seeing is these videos of him deploying the military to go do what they've got to do over in Iran. Okay? If I came over onto my platform and started talking about how I didn't think it was right, how I think it's wrong, that doesn't mean I'm getting a copy strike from Mr. Donald Trump himself up my asshole the next day. If I talked about his weird ass tan, orange face with his toupee, I'm not getting a copyright strike up my ass tomorrow. Am I making sense? Because if I'm not, please correct me. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. If you don't want them to talk about it, don't post it. But you do want them to talk about it. You do want them to talk about it. And then when they do, you shove a copyright strike up their ass. You're shoving copyright strikes up at people who aren't even talking about you because you don't like them. Ma'am. Ma'am. You can't do that. You're getting away with it, but not much longer. You can't keep doing that. Anywho, I have to go do mom things before my children get off the bus. We have to do homework. I have to make dinner and all that stuff and be a present mother. And stop using your shitty ass mental health as an excuse for your badass behavior. Try talking to your therapist. And if the one's telling you that what you're doing is okay, you need to get yourself a new one. Because it ain't working out for you. Sorry about my crash out. I just get upset when people categorize me into everybody else. I'm not everybody else. I don't go real life. I don't encourage people to go real life. And if somebody is in my chat going real life, I correct it. Nobody should be looking up anything on Realtor.com. Nobody should be on Maps.com. Nobody should be doing satellite imaging. You shouldn't be sending things to her home. You shouldn't be sending people to her home. You shouldn't be taking pictures of her. You shouldn't be following her around with a video camera. You want to come online and talk your shit? Come online and talk your shit. But don't categorize everybody into the same category. We are not all the same. We aren't. We just aren't. And just because I have an opinion about something doesn't make me a bad person. And just because I told you I'm not neutral ground anymore, that doesn't make a damn bit of difference. Because you know what? I'm tired of getting shit on. I'm tired of getting shit on. So instead of making everybody else happy, it is time to make Rainbow Bright happy. If I want to be in a chat and you don't like it and you want to screenshot me. But if you're in that chat screenshotting me, honey, you're in there too. You're in there too. I don't need anybody's permission to do anything or go anywhere on the internet. I can go where I want to. And if you don't like it, then just don't follow me. If you don't like it, don't come into my live. If you don't like it, don't watch my videos. I can do what I want. I can go where I want. I can say what I want. As long as I'm not going real life and harming somebody, I can do what I want. I can say hello in Jeffrey Dahmer's chat and you can't do shit. I can sit in Jesus's chat and say hello and you can't do shit. I can sit down with the Holy Spirit and you can't do shit. I can go sit with the devil. I can sit with Jeffrey Dahmer. I can sit with Donald Trump. What are you going to do? Screenshot me? So what? Who cares? Maybe you just happen to like their content sometimes. It's not a crime. Sometimes it's funny ass shit. Like when you drop a goddamn frickin' pot pie top on the floor. That's funny shit. It doesn't matter. So why do we keep critiquing who goes where, who sits where, who says hello, who says goodbye. Why do you care? Better off if you see me, we're there too. I don't need anybody's permission to do what I want to do and to be in a life that I want to be in. I can go anywhere I want on these interwebs and you can't do shit about it. But screenshot me. Oh my God, she sits over there. Oh my God, she interacts over there. You're damn right, because sometimes the shit is funny. And it takes me sometimes it takes a lot for me to not say something in G's chat. Like the day that you dropped the papaya on the ground, I wanted to be like, oh my God, just write, oh my God, with laughing emojis. But God forbid, if I were to do that, can you imagine the screenshots that would have come out the next day? Oh, Rainbow Bright was over in G's chat laughing. Oh my God. Oh my God. She's a supporter. Oh my God. Oh my God. God, grow up. Grow up. And yes, I like Tinfoil Tuesday. So what? So what? I like Tinfoil Tuesday. Mark it down, record it, clip it, and replay it over 10,000 times. Rainbow Bright likes Tinfoil Tuesday. Is today Tuesday? Today is Tuesday. I like Tinfoil Tuesday. That doesn't make me a shitty human being. I like diamond art. I like diamond art. That doesn't make me a shitty ass human being. Oh my gosh. Rainbow Bright does diamond art. That's it. We ain't gonna talk to her no more. Nope. She's done. She's done. We ain't talking to her no more. She does diamond art. Rainbow Bright liked the cat post. Oh my goodness. Oh, we can't talk to her no more. Nope. Rainbow Bright likes cats. She likes them cats. She liked it. I saw it. Here it is. I screenshotted it. We can't talk to Rainbow Bright no more. She liked and commented on the cat post. Get over yourselves. Not all of you, some of you. Not most of you, some of you. Not all of us have the same opinion. Not all of us have the same beliefs. Not all of us have the same likes. There is not one of us that do. And if you think you're sitting with your BFF and you guys are in tune that much, you're not. It's okay to like different things. It's okay to like different people. It's okay to watch content that maybe somebody else doesn't like. Who cares? Does it affect you? Does it affect, and if it is affecting you that much, please call your therapist or get one. I mean, for real. The screenshot game is real. I wonder how many freaking sound bites they're going to be later of Rainbow Bright likes Tinfoil Tuesday. Like, give it up. Like, stop being so fucking immature. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? What I care about is people lying. What I care about is misinformation being put out there. And because I talk about it doesn't make me a bad person. It doesn't make me a bully. I did laugh at the freaking shit that hit the floor. So what? I'm not ignoring you, Rose. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. If my best advice to you would be to go live and speak your mind and tell people about how you feel about it. Anywho, I hope everybody has a great afternoon. Please enjoy the rest of your day. It's very gloomy here. It's been snowing and raining at the same time. I think I'm done with my crash out. My blood pressure's down back to normal. I'm going to vacuum, get ready for the kiddos. I got a lot of stuff to do before bedtime. I hope everybody enjoys their afternoon. If 2.0 goes down, which I'm sure it did, it probably just burned it to the ground. It's okay. I'll go live tomorrow on 3.0. I got an account for every day this week because I can't be over on the YouTube. I'm really considering shutting my DMs off. Jesus Christ. Anywho, everybody have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow morning.